Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Alba Mar, me pueden decir Alba, canal se llama Serial, estamos aquí para hablar de libros y algunos de ellos en español desde Puerto Rico. Hi people, how you doing? My name is Alba Mar, you may call me Alba, the channel name is Serial, and we're here to talk about books and some of them in Spanish from Puerto Rico. I'm here to do a tag. I was tagged by Brian at Bookish, thank you Brian, a while back. And since it's not over for Tag Tuesday, I'm going to try to get this up before midnight. Yeah, this is a tag that was originated over at Dane Reads, and I will link all these channels that I mentioned down below in the description box. So let's get started. It's called the Booktube Teachers Tag, and the purpose is to let you know who I think would be a fantastic teacher to teach me certain subjects. So we're going to start with math. Which booktuber would I want to have as a math teacher? Without a doubt, Britta. If you have seen her video on book pricing and how that works, you'll understand why. Even though, as far as finances is concerned, I could go with a couple of other booktubers. One is Joe, the retired book nerd, and another one is definitely Robert at Barter Hordes, who wrote 2 books on personal finance. So yeah. And who would I like as a science teacher? I would like Heidi, who's just who always has something interesting to say about nature and the environment. So yeah. And considering our situation, I think I'd better take classes with Heidi. For English, there's so very many booktubers that could teach me a lot more than I do know about the English language. But I'm going to go with a fellow teacher in South Africa, and that's Roz from Journey Through Books. I love Roz. And check out her channel, and you can tell that she's a very dedicated teacher. For history, you know that the first one that I want to mention is Justin at Ghost Reader, who does tremendous series and projects on history. He did one for the First World War, and he's just gone on to do some very interesting history projects on his channel. But then again, I just saw a video over at Belinda's Book Nook, and Belinda is very interested in studying her family's genealogy. So that's another possibility. Check out Belinda's Book Nook. You'll like it. For geography, so many people, starting off with Steve Donoghue, who's been all over the world, according to him. Yeah, but I also like, for geography, books by leynes, who I've seen in her videos. She's vlogged from Paris, and she lives in Germany, and just recently she made a trip to Africa. So yeah, check out books by leynes. For religion, I have 2 teachers. I'd like Saajid from Books Are My Social Life. Love that title for that channel. He's in Trinidad, and I would like him to teach me more about Islam. And of course, for me, Jonny Keen, who is a very dedicated Christian booktuber here on Booktube, of the Calvinist persuasion, which I respect very much. For physical ed, Shay. Shay has even sacrificed himself and his bike for physical activity. So definitely Shay for PE. Then for IT, just from what I see on Booktube channels, some awesome editing. I'd like to mention Amy Gets Lit. You've seen the kind of videos that Amy does. And another one is David at ThePoptimist. I love David and what he does on his channel. And there are many others on Booktube. Then we have, for music, Robert at Barter Hordes was a musician, is a musician. But then for theater, I have to mention just Juan Reader, who can teach me a lot about musicals, because he sings them a lot over on his channel. If you haven't heard Juan, who's in Mexico City, if you haven't heard him sing, you're missing out. Go check him out. For language, I think I'm adding this category, language. There's so many people that on Booktube who I could turn to teach me language. There's Didi at Brown Girl Reading, who could teach me French, and so many other people. Of course, Bookish Islander, Juan at Bookish Islander, who's in Tenerife, who speaks many languages and even does his videos in different languages, Portuguese, Spanish, English. But I'm going to go with Marina. Marina from Young, Gifted, and Black, because Marina is also, she also speaks in many different languages, and she's out in Africa. In Africa or France, Marina? I know she does videos in French, she does videos in English, of course, and she writes to me in Spanish. Love Marina. Check out her channel. If you need books if you're interested in books by African authors, check out Marina. And then I added art, because I consider art very important. It was important for me when I was in school. It's important for my grandkids. So yeah, I'm going to add art. And there is a young lady called Olivia over at iLivieforbooks. And I remember watching her videos and seeing a couple of titles called This Book Defaced, such and such book defacing. And I'm going, what? She's defacing a book? And what she does is she paints the books beautifully. Does such a beautiful job on the end papers and on the covers. So check out Olivia at iLivieforbooks. And another one who I know is a painter, an artist, is our friend over at Afro Lit. So check out the channel Afro Lit and her paintings. So thank you, Brian, for tagging me. If you have any other favorite booktubers who you consider good teachers, let me know down in the comment section. I love talking to you guys. That's part of our community. And keep on reading. Have a lot of fun. Cuídense mucho, mi gente. Sigan leyendo. Adiós.